This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, Raw Vegan Excuses edition. Excuse number 7, I'm addicted to cheese. Cow's milk contains traces of morphine. Morphine is naturally produced in cows' livers and end up in the milk. And that's not all. All milk, whether from a cow or a human, contains casein. Casein is a protein that breaks apart during digestion and releases a whole slew of opiates. All opiates are all these good feeling chemicals that exist so that newborns will nurse and thrive, and this ensures that there's a bond between mothers and babies. You see, when a woman breastfeeds, her milk has an almost drug-like effect on the baby, and the baby is totally addicted. Babies cry not because they're hungry, but because they need a fix of that pleasurable feeling that's produced by those opiates. When babies reach a certain age, we stop breastfeeding them, and we replace that milk with cow's milk, and thus an addiction is born. All dairy is extremely addicting, but cheese contains the highest concentration of casein. Casein, that's the protein in cheese. And that creates a very good feeling in a human, in any mammal, okay? Cheese not only contains that chemical, casein and morphine, but it also contains bovine growth hormones, and it contains melatonin, and it contains like 20 or more types of chemicals that make us feel really, really good. It is truly a drug-like substance. So something you need to be aware of is that a cheese addiction is absolutely real. To get off cheese, you need to do 2 things, okay? 1, you need to become educated. You need to watch things like Earthlings and Dominion, and there's another one, Dairy is Scary. I don't know if that's a YouTube video or it's a documentary. There's also notmilk.com, and that will lead you to all types of resources, including documentaries on the dairy industry and exactly what happens to get you that milk, that cheese, that ice cream. First, you need to see that. You need to become aware, because awareness is the first step in the healing process. You've got to get into reality, okay? That will help you. And the number 2 thing that you must do to get off cheese is to substitute. You need a fix. You need that flavor. You need that comfort. And there's other foods that can give you that. It's not going to be as addicting as cheese, but listen, you can make raw vegan cheese. You ready? Here's the recipe. So a new client of mine just sent me this actually, and I've made this before and it tastes so good. First of all, I make a big bowl of pasta. Okay, I make my pasta out of zucchini. You can get a spiralizer on Amazon. And what you do is you make the zucchini and you kind of let it sit for about at least 20 minutes. You make the sauce, the cheese, and then you mix it in and you let it sit some more, okay? And you let it marinate, and then the zucchini gets soft and delicious and the cheese is amazing. So here you go. The cheese is 1 zucchini, a half cup of raw cashews, or you can use sunflower seeds, okay? I personally like to use sunflower seeds. Half of a small red bell pepper, a 4th cup of nutritional yeast, a half teaspoon of smoked chili chipotle powder, a 4th cup of water, and 1 lemon, the juice from 1 lemon, okay? And if you really want, you can add coconut aminos, but I don't really use that. Okay, so you're going to put that in a blender, blend it up, and it tastes so good. All right. The nutritional yeast is obviously where you're getting your very, very cheesy flavor from. Okay. And so I would highly recommend you put nutritional yeast on your salads and you make cheese and you get yourself off of this drug that we're calling milk. Okay. It is truly one of the most hardest food addictions to break. But once you do, you will be free. And just understand that you don't need milk. You don't need milk. And just like somebody that smokes cigarettes craves cigarettes, somebody that drinks alcohol craves alcohol. Once you abstain from that casein and that cheese, what's going to happen is you're going to slowly start to wean yourself off it, and the addiction is going to get less of a hold on you every single day. It's going to get less strong every single day. You got this. And you can find lots of other raw vegan recipes. Just go to Google, okay, and type in raw vegan cheese, and you'll find a million recipes. You can make hard cheese. You can make the nacho cheese that I just told you. Okay, that's kind of like a nacho cheese recipe that I gave you. You can put that on salads. It's really good, and you're not going to regret getting off of this horrible substance, which, by the way, casein is also a classified C1 carcinogenic, okay? And there are so many horrible side effects of consuming dairy that you probably already know about. And a few of them are acne, okay, being overweight, sinus issues, congestion, constipation, and so many more. I personally had eczema all over my body. I had severe cystic acne, and getting off cheese is what really cleared that up. Obviously, I went raw as well 13 years ago, but cheese was the number one reason why I had acne. It's very obvious. Another thing is that I could not breathe. I had major sinus issues, and when I gave up the cheese, that went away, and I'm so very grateful. Trust me, you can do this. You can do this, but it's going to require new actions, new foods, new habits, new disciplines. You're going to have to get out of your own way, and you're going to have to find a new way to satisfy that craving for cheese. And yeah, sure, there's lots of vegan cheeses out there. Make sure they don't have casein in them, okay? Because there are some vegan cheeses that have casein to help it like melt. But, you know, vegan processed foods is not the way that you're going to be happy and healthy and glowing and feel good and just get the body you want and just feel the way you want to feel. The only way to do that is to eat a raw vegan diet, or at least a high raw vegan diet, to be honest. Okay? And so don't get addicted to the vegan cheeses in replacement of the cow milk cheeses. Okay? I love you. I thank you so much for listening. And I just want you to also think about, in this addiction you have to cheese, I want you to think about a time when you broke an addiction to something else. Maybe you smoked cigarettes, or you smoked weed, or maybe you drank alcohol and you broke that addiction. So if you can break one, you can break another. You got this. If you can do something hard in your life, you can do another hard thing. I have an affirmation that I say, which is, I did it once, I can do it again. And I say that a lot. Okay, in the beginning of eating a raw vegan diet, I would say that to myself. I ate raw yesterday, I can eat raw today. I fought that craving yesterday, I can fight it today. I did it once, I can do it again. So write out some things that you've done that were very difficult, some addictions that you've broken in your life. You know, you can be addicted to people as well. Okay, and I definitely was addicted. You know, I have a very addictive personality. So there were people in my life that I became addicted to. And I had to break that addiction by obviously getting them out of my life. And it's the same thing with any type of substance. And it's not really people you're addicted to. It's the feeling of, it's the feeling that you're addicted to. But just know that you're not really addicted to cheese. It's the feeling it's giving you, and you can get that feeling from other things. You can get that feeling from finding other ways to feel good. That's another great thing that you can do. Write a list of all the things that make you feel really good that are also healthy. For me, I feel really good after I sweat, after I do a really hard workout. I feel really good when I'm in the ocean. I feel really good when I'm dancing. I feel really good when I'm on my bike. I feel really good when I am connecting with like-minded people. I feel really good when I am being productive and working on something that matters to me. Okay? I feel really, really good when I'm in hot yoga. I feel really good. Even though it's hard, it gives me a really good feeling. So I need you to write out, some people draw, or you do art, or you like to organize, whatever it is, write out a list of things that make you feel good. You feel really, really good. Maybe you take a warm bath, or maybe you love to crochet. I don't know what your hobbies are. Maybe you love to play the piano. You've got to find those feel-good chemicals. You've got to hack the system and get those chemicals going, okay, without using cheese. I'm actually looking up something right now that I really liked the other day that I screenshot and I want to share with you guys. It's a bunch of ways that you can hack your body to produce different chemicals. And I hope that I can find it. Not ideal. Sorry about this, Sherry. I'm so sorry. Not ideal. Saying sorry to Sherry, and you'll find out why soon. Where is this thing? It's really fucking good. It's a screenshot I took the other day. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to go into my screenshot folder. Don't you love that? Yes, got it. Okay, how to hack happiness chemicals. You ready? Write this down, boo. Dopamine. Okay, so you can get dopamine, which is something we absolutely get from food, from junk food. You can get that by completing a task, celebrating a little win, or doing some self-care activity. Okay, that's dopamine. Oxytocin, which comes from love, you can get that by playing with a dog or playing with a baby or holding somebody's hand or hugging someone or hugging yourself or giving someone a compliment. So you can get oxytocin from those things, okay? Serotonin highly affects your mood, okay? And you can get that by running, getting sunshine, meditating, walking in nature, swimming, or going on a bike ride. Okay. And then finally, endorphins, which are actually painkillers. You can get that by watching a comedy, laughing, and exercising. All right. And so just know that you can get these chemicals produced in your body that you're getting from cheese. You can get them in a healthier way. There's many other ways you can get them, but those are just a few. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, boo.